Giannis and the Bucks against LeBron and the Lakers. Our coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7 p.m. Star-studded matchup in L.A., and here's what some of those stars had to say about it.
He just leads the path for us. You know, a lot of times we think that, okay, we're going to retire at 35, but seeing a guy at 35 being still top 3 best player in the world, you know, that makes us want to be there. You know, like, makes me want to be, you know, there one day.
What kind of challenges does a guy like Giannis present when you see him on the court?
Big time challenge. Big time challenge. His ability to get the ball off the glass, push, facilitate, put pressure on your defense.
Who would be your MVP this year?
LeBron James. You guys see when LeBron's off the floor, how our team operates. You know, we kind of struggle a little bit with him off the floor, and you know, I think that this is about who's most valuable to their team. And for me, just being around it this whole season, I think, you know, my vote goes to LeBron.
So, Stephen A., we just heard Anthony Davis say why he thinks that LeBron is actually ahead of Giannis in the MVP race. Now, that's his teammate, okay? But what's your opinion about this MVP race?
Well, he's lying because LeBron James is not ahead of Giannis Antetokounmpo. But the bottom line is this. The Greek Freak, as special as he is, this notion that the MVP race is locked up, that is wrong. LeBron James has been nothing short of sensational. There is no way around that. Milwaukee has been sensational as well. They're the #1 seed. The Lakers are the #2 seed and the #1 seed in the West. Here's the interesting part about it, Laura. The thing is, the Eastern Conference, even though it's considered better, is relatively weak compared to the Western Conference. #2, you know LeBron is the catalyst. #3, I just told you the numbers earlier. The Lakers are the #2 offense in the entire NBA when LeBron is on the court. They rank 29th when he is off the court. You look at what LeBron brings to the table at the age of 35 in his 17th season, averaging 25, 10, and 7, even though the Greek Freak is at 29 and 13 with a better record and beat the Lakers in head-to-head competition. What if the Greek Freak went out and played these last 20 games or so the way he played against Miami the other night, and LeBron continues to soar? LeBron could win this MVP. So the Greek Freak is ahead of him because he's been spectacular, but nevertheless, so has LeBron. It's not a lock. Greek is #1, LeBron is #2, but it's close.
And the Lakers are about to go on this really tough
series. You said what you said about Luka Doncic. Let me ask you this question. What was your biggest takeaway from the game?
Just the way he manages the game, Stephen A. Like, in those moments, Kristaps Porzingis was incredible. You need him to continue to play that way. But it's the poise in which he sees the game. And the game is slowed down. He doesn't make the home run pass all the time. He gets you the base hit. He gets you on base. And if you watch where the ball is delivered at all times, it's delivered right in the pocket, ready for the opposing player to knock down the shot. He's just special.
We know he's special. We know he's special. How much do you believe in Porzingis? We all believe in Doncic. How much do you believe in Porzingis right now?
Long term, or believe in him this year?
This year.
I believe in him. I mean, they're going to get out of the first. They're not going to get out of the first round.
Okay.
They're going to lose to the Clippers. But I still think Porzingis is a piece of the future. I think health is imperative for him. I mean, he's only played this amount of games he's been able to play. And him and Luka getting on the same page, that is the future for the Dallas Mavericks.
How do you feel about Doncic going up against the Clippers? You've got Paul George, you've got Kawhi, you've got Patrick Beverley. We know how elite they can be defensively. They're a roller coaster, but we know how elite they can be defensively. If they were to meet the Dallas Mavericks, I'm talking about the Clippers, in the postseason, talk to me about how you believe Luka Doncic would look against them.
I think he'll still look special. But I think the Clippers have so many bodies that they can throw it at him. I think, look, Luka is very special, but him and LeBron are different, Stephen A. LeBron is a different type of level thought player and athlete. I think LeBron, with AD, can take the Lakers to a world championship. I do not think Luka, at this stage of his career, can elevate the Dallas Mavericks up to that point. But soon, it's coming. It's coming in due time.
Okay, let's transition because we did bring up the Clippers. They got a game against the Houston Rockets tonight. We know how Russell Westbrook and James Harden have looked, albeit their last game, they lost to the New York Knicks. We won't get into that right now. But when you think about the Rockets and what we've been saying about them, defensively, how much faith do you have in them?
Not against a Clipper team. I mean, they might win a regular season game at home. But in the 7-game series, I don't think I would see that long-term sustainable for them if this were to be the first matchup or the second matchup they meet in the Western Conference semifinals or the finals, depending upon where seeding is. I just think the Clippers have too much firepower to throw at Russ and James. body after body after body. And if that's Kawhi, if that's PG, if that's Patrick Beverly, the names just Landry Shamet, the names go on and on and on. And that's going to be the issue for the Rockets.
Then why have we been raving about the Houston Rockets and their championship aspirations when everybody knows defense wins championships, but you can't find anybody that thinks too highly of them defensively?
Because if they get to the Western Conference Finals against the Clippers, that's a different type of game. If James Harden and Russell Westbrook get really, really hot, Stephen A., and they meet at that level, I think that's the only matchup nightmare for them. I think everybody else they have an advantage against, and I'll say it. I think they have an advantage against the Lakers because I don't think the Lakers can match up. I think they have an advantage against the Denver Nuggets. I think they have an advantage against Utah, all the other
Real quickly, so you're saying that the Houston Rockets will beat anybody else in the West outside of the Clippers?
I think they have a legitimate chance to. I really think they do. If James Harden and Russell Westbrook play at a high level, yes, they do.
Laura, having a legitimate chance doesn't directly answer my question, but I will let Jay Williams off the hook for now.
Listen, you had to let him go because we got producers telling us to move, but not again. Hey, taking a look at Joe Lunardi's 1 and 2 seeds in college basketball, the chase for the 4th #1 seed is at a dead heat between San Diego State and Dayton. The Aztecs open Mountain West tournament play this afternoon against Air Force. Let's get you caught up on that action. Malachi Flynn and number 5, San Diego State.
I did. I can't. It's hard for me to start the show without saying it. So, yes, I'm Stephanie Reddy. Glad you guys are here with us. We got Quinn Richardson and Channing Frye in the building. We're excited. 4 games tonight in the NBA. We're going to go around the association because we got some stuff happening that we want you to be tuned into. Starting off with the Hornets. Charlotte Hornets hosting the Denver Nuggets. Channing Frye, is this guy, Nikola Jokic, enough for the Nuggets?
No, I don't think he is. I think he is a great focal point. He's a great centerpiece, but the players around him need to help him. He's not the best defensively, so his guards need to play better. Their offense is built for him, but Jamal Murray and those kind of guys need to do a better job of scoring more efficiently.
That sounds very reasonable. There's another game tonight, 8 p.m. start, first game of TNT doubleheader. Clippers, Rockets. You know this guy very well, Q.
How to get away.
Yes. Will he be impactful for this team?
I believe so, man. The way that Doc has been playing him, I like the way he's got him coming off the bench and playing him in spurts. And it seems to me like he's told him when he come in, you just go out and go play hard, go all out, be offensive-minded because he's been scoring the ball in low 13 points. But I like Reggie Jackson for them. I like his outlook on the game and his approach so far.
Well, it should be fun to watch how that team gels. Another fun team to watch here lately, the Sacramento Kings. They are surging. Philadelphia 76ers, they're not sure exactly what's happening, but the Kings have something in mind, right, guys? They're trying to get into the playoffs, and it's reasonable now.
Yeah, this is a huge game for the Kings. I think the 76ers are just trying to stop the bleeding while the injuries have happened to their 2 big guys. But the Kings, since they put Buddy Hield on the bench, have been very, very good. Since they got the trade with Kent Bazemore, I think it's opened it up, and De'Aaron Fox is turning and maturing into that player that we all think he can be.
Swipe it to Fox. It should be a good one. Steph Curry, good news all around the NBA. He tweeted this yesterday. You think he's excited?
I respect the
His
work.
Twitter game?
I respect the work, but I mean, a little bit more editing. It could be done a little bit more correctly.
Channing
Come
is
on.
the master.
I know, Channing. Everyone's not a pro like you.
Sure, but I respect it. I love the movie. One of my favorite movies.
Independence Day, right?
Best scene.
Good job. Steph Curry missed 58 games after playing the first 4, and he had this to say about his return.
What do you want to see with your left hand tonight? Like, what are you tracking during the game? What are you curious about?
Hopefully it doesn't, there aren't any thoughts in it, and just I get to play my game the way I see it and just be able to react and make plays without, having second thoughts or hesitation. If I need to make a left-handed pass, no matter where it is, or finish with my left, or defend and get a deflection, or take a hit with it, that I'll be able to do all that without thinking about it. So everything that I've done to prepare, I've put it through every test I think possible without being in a game-like setting. So I'm sure there'll be some moments where it'll pop in your head and you kind of make sure it's all right. But after that, you just keep playing.
What's success for you the last 20 games? I mean, obviously there's no playoff push, but what is success?
And staying healthy, and it's the same kind of way I gauge my game after every night. You walk off the floor, it's not really a stats thing. It's just, as you play the best that you could that night. For me, I know it's going to be weird early with minute restrictions and all that type of stuff. I never liked those, so trying to balance the flow of the game. But as we go, tonight, Saturday, and beyond, just getting my rhythm back.
Steph Curry obviously is very excited. You can tell, though, he's not thrilled, right? The minutes restriction. Have you all ever experienced that, and how difficult is that as a player?
I did only for a week, just because I have my shoulder, and I wasn't going to play more than 30 minutes anyways. But the biggest thing to him, and I wrote notes now, getting a little better here, I'm writing notes. He said, the success for him is just to stay healthy. Mm-hmm. That is the scariest mentality, to go out to every game trying not to get hurt.
True.
Like, when you play the game of basketball, you just have to go full out. And that's how you do things that you're naturally, but when you're naturally, accustomed to. But when you just go play and you're like, you do double things, that's when you get in trouble. That's when you get hurt. So hopefully he can get over that, get over the minutes restriction, get used to those minutes, and go out there and play and stay healthy by playing all-out basketball.
Yeah, I would agree with Channing. Doing things the unnatural way, like trying to go out there and say, I just want to, not get hurt, or trying to stay out of home.